Okay. These are the woods I came from, yeah. Old ruins lay by the path. They seem to be Roman in style. Anything I can pick up? Like a handy piece of red glass? Uh... Oh. The corpse of a deer, its abdomen torn apart. It looks recently dead. Don't tell me I'm gonna dip the light bulb into its blood. Yep. That's exactly what I had to do. Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood. I'm glad you made a note that it's really gross. The ancient castle of Benvensi rests in the distance. It was a garrison first built by the Romans, but was abandoned and it has been a ruin ever since. Ooh. The bulb was soaked in blood and gore. Gross. Anything else? I mean, going deeper into the woods doesn't really seem wise, but there's a gate here. Okay. Can you not go further? Or was this the entrance to get to Alexander's house? Old ruins lay by the path, right. Anything else I can pick up? Alright, here I go. It's eerie. Inside the envelope there is a glass plate, one side covered with an opaque substance. I've placed it in the basin. Okay, let me look at the instructions one more time. I have to put in the vitriol, right? Okay, 1 ounce of the vitriol. And only then adding 5 or 6 drops of cyanide acid. The plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. Okay. 1 and then 5 or 6. 1 and then 5 or 6. Oh, I guess I don't have to count them. The oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. I've applied the liquids in the correct order. All that remains is to rinse the plate. Okay, an image is appearing on the plate. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexander. That looks like one of the statues from the Four Witnesses building / ticket. Whoa. Did the lamp explode? Yeah, the light bulb has exploded. The image is back in the frame. Uh-huh. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexander. Yeah. Are we not gonna say anything else about these two popping out of the photograph? I guess not. The sink now has a dark stain on its surface. I guess that stain is there forever now. Should I show this photograph to Alexander, maybe? Alexander, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and our old friend Anthony, and there is someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does he mean something to you? Oh, it's a he. The bird awaits. The bird awaits. I thought it was a statue, but I guess it's a figure. The bird awaits. A piece of clockwork, a hand. The bird awaits. The cocoa cover is covered in dust. Oh, okay, I guess I have to apply this first. No? I have a hook, cyanide vitriol, a clock hand. Anything else? What's... no. Has something changed somewhere else, maybe? Need a key to open it. Can I use the hook? Clock hand. Oh. Okay. Can I use this on the hook? I can. And out of the hook to the end of the rope. Can I climb this tree? No. Oh! This clock. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. I didn't even notice this before. Okay. I put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. It was 6:15. That should do it. Right? No? Nothing? Did I do this wrong? Am I forgetting elementary school clock reading? It's 6:15, right? This is 6, right? Yeah. And a quarter past would be 15 past, right? Oh, okay. So the hint is probably the weird clock in Alexander's room. I forgot which way it was turned though. Let's look at it. Let's see, a quarter past 6 on this clock would be 9:30. Wait, right? No, wait, where's the 6? Oh, the 6 is over here. Okay. So it would be 3 o'clock, I think. Right? Is this 6? Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna try it anyway. 3 o'clock. Like, I'm like staring at it and I'm like, am I figuring out this puzzle correctly? But, we'll see. 3 o'clock. Oops. No. Where are you going? Oh, I can just hold it. Whoops. Why won't it? No, that's weird. Why won't it go to 3 o'clock? Wait, what? Oh, I went too far. Okay. Yes. What was that? A noise upstairs, like some kind of broken mechanism. I got it! I'm so proud of myself. Not really. Whatever. Wasn't that hard, but I was like reading this clock and I was like, am I reading this correctly? The gold clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece, the bird. Nothing happened. Huh. There was a noise upstairs. Actually, let me talk to Alexander for a second. I don't think I did after I made him all, repeaty. He's breathing heavily. He seems to be lacking air. Oh. Sorry for ignoring you. Should I poison him? Nope. Nope. So something else happened up here. Anything happen here? No. Something different here. So I guess in here? What changed? I don't see anything different. Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass. Little brass bird. When shaken, it makes a noise as if there is something inside. The bird fits perfectly. Oh, do I have to... Gonna have to do the clock thing again. I don't like this music. Xyliathal. He's having some kind of seizure. He's trembling out of horror. The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. There was a key inside the bird. Am I not gonna do anything about my friend here? I guess there's nothing I can do. Let's see, a key. Where was the place that was locked that I need to open? Was it outside? Can't remember. Oh, the cellar. Oh shit. Okay, that startled me a little bit. A dusty carpet of Asian origin. Oops. Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. Okay. This piece of fine furniture has several drawers. Man, the music is super ramping up right now. There are remains of a Roman mosaic behind this wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly. More statues. An ancient statue in poor conditions. Old ruins. It seems that they were part of the Roman settlement. A book written in a language unknown to me. There is a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. Drugs. It is something that we didn't understand at the time. To accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater, and there help us to look behind the curtain that separate the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Teenagers, am I right? A huge cage full of leftover dirt. Animals have been captive here. Experimenting. Innumerable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residues, and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. Unlabeled bottles and lab equipment. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Ew. Well, that's it? I thought I'd see something, like horrific down here, but I don't see anything else. Do I put this here? Oh, what's this? Inside this one, there is a gardener's shovel. Oh, great. The cabinet has a large stain of mold due to the high humidity of this atmosphere. Oh, great. Okay. Here I go. Okay. Wooden box. It seems too small for a coffin. Whew, well that's a relief. The lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Can I break it? The lock still resists. I can't open it by hand. Can I break these on it? There was a body inside, like a monkey? The remains of a humanoid body, but with a grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. Besides the corpse, there is a paper leaf. Dear Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such clarity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time Raymundus Lully sought the same things as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls hope. Hoopo. Yes, like the legendary bird. It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Viditnikus Sayat, July 2nd, 1887. Is old Mike the servant, maybe? The skeletal fingers of the creature are clutching a rolled-up canvas. It's a map of the stars. Some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Deneb, Vega, and Altair. Oh dear. The bare branches of the tree stretching to the sky break the night into 1,000 pieces. Oh, I can't apply it. I thought this was like the shape of the triangle, but maybe not. Okay. Oh god, that sounds like Alexander. No, this is actually the longer way. Go out this way. Go out this way. Hurry, hurry. Alexander! Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart, as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891, Halloween. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, a low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander Snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. I thought I was out reading
Nevermore.
Good. Okay. I thought I was reading Alexander's diary, but no, it sounds like it was from his lover, maybe?